Hi, Bobbie Laporte. Thanks for being here, fellow Job Forum panelist.
Hi, Nancy. Nice to be here. Thank you.
So we're talking job hunt tips today. And before we get to that, can you tell us just a little bit about your background?
Sure. I have a leadership and organizational development consulting business in San Francisco. And a lot of what I do draws on the sciences of positive psychology and neuroscience to help leaders. So those are some of the things that I'm going to share with the job seekers who are listening today.
Oh, great. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so just by a little way of background, we know that staying positive in a job search is really important, but can also be really challenging. So what I want to share with people today is 3 ideas to help them stay positive, because not only will it help them have a more successful job search, but based on what we know about brain science, it's also good for your brain. So there's double benefits to staying positive. So there's 3 tips that I want to talk about. One is, the first one is, we know from brain science that our brains don't like uncertainty. Lord knows that we're living today in a very uncertain time, right? Our brains want to be able to be in a forward-looking state, to be working towards something, at least have some direction and some promise. So for job seekers, I think it's really important that while you're planning your day-to-day activities and your goals for each day, it's really important to also be looking at your long-term goals. So looking at, what is it that you're trying to do this week or next week, focusing on something in the future objectives, and how you're making progress towards them. Because when you do that, it actually activates a part of your brain that's responsible for executive functioning. So when you're looking towards the future, you're actually increasing your capability for things like problem solving, creativity, and decision making. So all the things I'll talk about today around being positive actually help you to build capacity in your brain and help you to be able to handle future challenges more effectively.
This is
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one really is short-term objectives are important, obviously, but make sure you have long-term objectives that you're moving towards.
Gotcha.
The second objective is really to celebrate and build on successes and progress, right? So we know, and I think most of us, we've all been through job searches. We know we're hard on ourselves, and particularly in this time with, all this uncertainty. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know when hiring is going to restart. So building on successes, celebrating those small movements that you're making each day, that also helps to build capacity in your brain, and it also creates momentum. So I would just encourage people at the end of every day, or at the end of every week, just look back at the positive things that happen, the small successes, because that helps to provide fuel to keep you motivated and keep you moving forward.
Okay.
And then the third tip I have is to practice something which I'll call positivity. So it's not just Pollyanna kind of positivity. It's really looking at the positive things that are happening each day, for instance, in your life, like those small successes I talked about, or starting conversations with something positive. So when someone says, how's it going? You might want to say, oh my God, it's all this uncertainty and I don't know when I'm going to find a job. And that actually, it activates a part of your brain that creates that fight or flight response. So if you start a conversation with, I've had some successes. I had a good conversation yesterday with an employer. I was able to update my LinkedIn today. So anything you can do to create positive emotions in yourself and also in others, and to express things like hope and gratitude and appreciation, all of those positive emotions, again, they help to create a broader sense of well-being, and it also builds capacity in your brain. So it activates the neural networks that help you be able to handle future challenges more effectively. So those are really the things I wanted to impart to people. And I know it's super challenging, but practicing positive psychology and positive actions, not only helps create momentum and helps to accelerate your job search, but it also actually, it builds brain cells. And Lord knows we can all use more of those right now.
Bobbie, this is really good. That's so true. And, some people say, oh, just stay in the positive mode or you really give like concrete examples of how people can do that. And I love that.
Good. I hope it's helpful. It's all science-based. I know it works.
Yeah.
Encourage people to practice those. Thank you for letting me share them today. I appreciate it.
Oh, we really appreciate it too. So thank you so much. I know you're going to help a lot of job hunters out there, so I appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see each other in person soon.
I hope so.
Okay, thank you, Bobbie.
You're welcome. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.